That it's looking competitive.
Oh, okay.
Tell us something embarrassing about yourselves that you would probably never tell anybody else.
Who are you going to tell to your potential?
Who now you're going to tell to potentially 5 or 6 other people out there that are listening to this. Go ahead.
Abby's grandma, actually.
Well, I guess a really noob move that I did was went to a music festival this summer. First night, got sent to the medical tent. Ooh. Literally only because I didn't drink water.
Oh.
So not fun at
which
all.
festival?
Electric Forest.
Electric Forest. I've heard of that. Who did you go to see, or who did you get to see?
Definitely nobody in the first night.
So you were just like in the forest, wandering, maybe a tent or something, also for some time, but just didn't drink water. And did you even get to
we
see
also
the
had
music?
15-hour drive that day, and I was chugging
Wow.
coffee the entire time.
Wow, that's a lot of. You need to drink water, man.
Yeah, that's the story of my life.
We actually just learned in my torts class about this. These DJs who pressured a bunch of these contestants into drinking water for a contest.
We for a wee.
And
Yeah,
we for a wee, and they actually died. One of the contestants died drinking too much water.
It was a mother trying to get one for her kid. It's super sad. Yeah.
It was like
terrible.
awful here. But they got the family got $16 million from the radio company. So
Won't bring
You
them
could
up.
buy like 6 Wiis with that much money.
yeah.
And fun fact too, music festival. I almost got sent the last time I went to a music festival to the medical tent. We were playing beer darts, and a dart went into my foot. But luckily, my wife is a nurse, and they took care of it. But I was limping the rest of the concert. So yeah, be careful with your beer darts and drinking.
I feel like every law student in torts class learns about the yard darts and why those are not a thing. So maybe avoid those.
Yeah, that was bad video. He showed us all the dangerous
the
kid
videos?
toys. Yeah, they're bad.
So yeah, those are the ones where you like throw it over the house, right? Or at least that's what my dad and his brothers used.
No, they're just like a 6-inch
like-
spike that goes into somebody's
Yeah,
skull.
and then they'd put a target on the other side of the house, and they'd throw it over the house without knowing who's back there. It was good.
It was
Sounds like
very
fun.
good idea. I like this
Yeah.
idea.
Smart.
We've gotten a lot smarter as a country.
Have we?
So go ahead, Zach, and tell us something embarrassing about yourself that you would never tell anybody else in a
Embarrassing?
million
I mean, I already
years.
told you guys that half my
You're
friends
illiterate.
and my family thinks I'm illiterate, so I'm not really sure if there's a lower bar than that.
Oh, there is.
There is? Okay.
Gotta dig deep.
I mean, I write poetry in my spare time, but I'm not really sure if that's embarrassing. It's more or less like all of it's kind of just based on like my rugby career and like things that have happened to me that,
Wait, sports poetry?
yeah.
That's a thing.
That's
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently that's a thing.
I follow
yeah.
someone on Instagram who writes poetry about like Gothic architecture.
Yeah, like you
Only.
can like
That
write
makes more
poetry about
sense than,
anything.
like, writing poetry about rugby. Wait, do you have like a haiku or something you can share with us right now?
No, let's see if I can pull something on my
Yeah,
phone.
bring
real quick.
something up on your phone.
But
Oh,
I have
no,
stuff about
poetry.
my friends and my family.
Okay.
All right.
We got it here? Oh, this should be good. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, so
Right into the mic.
okay. I'll always remember that field, tucked away behind dead grass and dehydrated trees, a lush field, beautifully green, a little piece of heaven in the Alabama countryside. It was going to be my playground for the next few hours, my escape for the noise and chaos in the world, my canvas for my art. The ground was soft and felt like air. If heaven was on earth, this might have been it. I never thought there was going to mark my end. I always thought I was going to ride off into the sunset, not walk off, clutching my shoulder, holding back tears of pain. But that is how it ended. Doesn't change that I made it. I played Division I rugby, rebuilt a program, woke up at 4 a.m., drove 7 hours, and played a silly game for 80 minutes. I sacrificed friendships and relationships for a shot to go pro. So maybe it's okay that I tried to be Superman a few too many times, that I played through countless injuries in the name of toughness. Reality, it hurt a little way too much, and I refused to admit that I couldn't play. Maybe it was the perfect way for me to realize it was over. On that lush green field, tucked in the Alabama countryside, where I was an artist for just one last time.
Wow.
Yeah, you gotta do the snaps.
You gotta do the snaps,
yeah.
guys.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
from Alabama? What?
So I was playing
Well, yeah.
this tournament down in Alabama because I was playing with Nashville for the summer, and it was a really beautiful play.
Yeah.
So we were down by like 5 at the time. I had the ball in the middle of the field, and I was kind of upset at my team at the moment because we didn't have a lot of talent on the team. But I looked deep and there was nobody deep. So I just kind of pooched a little kick above everybody's head, and I just chased it down. It bounced twice. On the second bounce, it came up and I grabbed it in stride. And there were these two guys kind of converging on me from behind, and I was going to score and touch the ball down. And as I did, this one guy came over the top of my shoulder, twisted me, my ankles turned around each other, and then I just kind of fell because I had nothing to support myself. And then when I fell, I touched the ball down, scored, which is the very important part. And then after I scored, about like 0.2 seconds later, the weight of this comes down on top of me straight into my shoulder, and I just like can't move for the next like 5 to 10 minutes. So
Nice.
yeah, it was.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to play rugby,
It
so
sucked. What?
I'm treated very well.
It was like afterwards, like everyone I was talking to was like, that was the greatest play I've ever seen. Like they're like, that was so cool. And there's like all these guys coming up to me. I'm like, guys, I'm injured. I hate this. Like, I wish I'm not injured because then I couldn't play for the rest of the tournament, obviously. But then they won the next 2 games or something like that, and then lost in the semifinals, I think. And if I was healthy, then we probably could have won the whole thing.
That kind of disappointment is an excellent prep for law school. Would you not agree?
100%. Like you go into law school, like, hey, I'm going to be really good at something. You're not. Like everyone failed our first like midterm we had because like it was out of 100 points. The max points was 52. 52 out of 100 is failing. But because everything's curved, it's that 52 becomes an A, and everyone else below that, you work in this nice little bubble in this range, so you actually don't fail, even though you got a 52 out of 100. So. Good prep for failure. Failure is always the option, guys. Get really good at failure. That's what I've learned in law school.
So, Tommy, go ahead. Tell us something embarrassing about yourself.
Something I got an embarrassing story. Does that qualify?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So I was 7 years old. I was down in Mexico, and I lost a tooth. And I was so happy. We were walking on the beach, and I lost a tooth. I was so happy, so I started jumping up and down, showing my mom and dad. And I swear to God, don't know how, but my pants fell down in front of God and everyone. So that was probably the most embarrassing story.
Were you wearing any underwear or anything, or is it like your?
No, yeah, I was wearing underwear. I was wearing
okay.
underwear, but my still do a kid. My cheeks got red.
Which one?
And so
That's seriously the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you, though, because
especially
like,
at 7.
I'd say I have pretty high self-confidence. I don't get embarrassed too easy. Does this count? Can I put this performance as the most embarrassing thing I've ever had?
We're hoping this will be for everybody.
remains to be seen. It's definitely for this like pack of strays that we are, definitely not the most embarrassing thing any of us have done. But
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
for our guests.
And so, last question, guys. Why should Abby choose you to move on to the next round?
If nothing else, because I love roses, and I assume that there are actual physical roses that we get.
We have carrots.
We have carrots? Oh.
Want the carrot?
Who's supposed to bring those? Who is supposed to bring those?
Well, Abby, I can't promise you that you're going to like everything about me, but I promise that I'm going to try harder than any guy on the planet to be whatever you want me to be. So you should choose me because I'm dedicated, I'm caring, I'm a great listener, and willing to make this work. Drop mic.
Perfect.
But it's kind of hanging.
Well, I think Abby should choose me because if you've learned anything about me so far, I'm a lot of fun to be around. I have some good stories. I'm kind of delightful. I'm very delightful, actually. People love me. No idea why people love me, but they do. So I think you could be the next in a long line of people who love me for who I am and for making you feel like the amazing person that you are.
Perfect. Makes perfect sense.
Okay. That's a hard one to follow up. Those were both amazing. I want to give you both a round of applause. There you go. I shook his hand because he just deserves to win here. So I guess my my token offer here. I guess
He's really tall.
I'm very tall.
He's
Yeah.
very tall. I mean,
wasn't going to go that way. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
you should. It plays to your strengths. Yeah.
My only
Yeah.
strength. I guess otherwise just convenience because we spend so long
They both are at the U of
in this
M.
building.
This is practical thinking. I like it.
So I'm very practical, as you can tell. Otherwise, yes, I'm tall. I think I'm funny. I think I'm hilarious as hell. But and I'm not too hard in the eyes.
That's true. He is one handsome gentleman. I will say that.
Wow, way to plead your case.
The defense rests.
Yeah. All right.
Your Honor.
On what grounds? I'll take you back.
Irrelevant.
Hearsay.
Objection, relevance. Thank you for listening to the Cold Call Lawcast. Follow us on social media at Cold Call Lawcast. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Listen next week for the exciting conclusion of the Law School Bachelorette.
All right, we're back recording now.
Back to Mitch's catfishing hour. Today we talk about noodling. Mitch,
Noodling?
Okay, noodling. You never heard of that?
noodling.
Wait, noodling? No, I haven't heard
you
that
guys
one.
don't know anything about real catfish, do you?
Noodling with a capital K or a lowercase k?
No K, just noodling.
No,
noodling.
What is
So
noodling?
it's where you stand in a river with your dirty little monkey paws, and you just wait for a catfish to bite your balls, and then you grab them by the mouth, and you grab them and you just scoop them up.
Wait. Are your balls on your hand? What are you talking about?
No, you wait. You have a lure of some sort, and then when the fish gets close, then you grab the fish out of the water with your bare little monkey hands.
You can.
That was accurate.
Okay.
You can also
Wild.
stick them
Where's
in
the lure
holes
relative to
in
the
holes
balls in
the
that scenario?
Yeah, why did
Wherever
you bring
you
up the
want
balls?
them.
I don't get
Balls
that.
are the lure.
The balls.
No, your arm. You just stick it right in the holes, and the catfish get mad.
Yeah.
And then they bite your arm, and so you can just pull your arm out, and there's a fish attached to it.
Like, get out of my house. And
She's
you're like,
hardcore.
"You're coming with
That's
me."
how it works. I can confirm. I grew up outside. It's fine.
We're just doing a break.
Welcome, everyone, to the Cold Call Lawcast. I'm Mitch, your host from the University of St. Thomas Law School. With me are my co-hosts, Hannah. Hi! From the University of Minnesota Law School. Abby. Hello! From the University of Minnesota Law School. Anthony.
Hello?
From Mitchell Hamline's School of Law. And again, my name is Mitch.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
You can do it now.
Okay, ready? Want me to do it for real? Okay.